So greetings everyone, this is the review video of Fiio BTR17. I've been using it for like a couple of weeks now. So let's start with the aesthetics. So I've made this setup to show you some important stuffs. So yeah, sorry for the background noise actually. So let me put it on the light. Okay. So this is the Fiio BTR17 or Fiio BTR17, whatever you like to say it. So it's built out of metal, so it feels very premium on hand. It's not the most lightweight product on the market, but it feels solid. The back panel has some kind of leather like texture on it, as you can see, so it makes it feel a bit more premium, I would say. Moving on, there are actually three buttons over here. One is dedicated for power button, and another one is forward, backward, another one, and you can use the power button for play, pause as well. And there are like gain switches over here. There are like two switches over here. One is dedicated for phone, PC, Bluetooth, and phone. So what you can do is that there are basically three modes: PC, Bluetooth, and phone. You can switch between them in this using this switch. I'll go into more details a bit later. Then there is another switch which is for desktop mode, on and off, and it's very interesting. I would talk about it later. And there are two ports. One is dedicatedly for power, and another one is for USB. You can use this port both for power and USB as well. Moving on, there are actually two terminals over here. It supports both balanced, which is 4.4, and 3.5. I think moving from 2.5 to 4.4 is a good decision, because 2.5 is almost obsolete now. Okay, so at first, so let me turn it on. Okay, so you can go to the menu. Yeah, by long pressing this button you can go to the menu, and there are some options over here. One is gain, so you can adjust the gain. There are two gains, high and low. Some DACs have even three gains, high, medium, and low. There is a filter option. There are multiple filters over here. You can play around with it. I mostly use slow filter actually. There's a parametric EQ mode. So initially I thought that I can EQ using this device, but in order to do EQ you need to use your phone or laptop, PC, whatever you prefer. So I didn't play that much with the parametric EQ. There is that. And you can set the max volume. Fiio supports 60 as a max volume. You can lower it down if you prefer to, but I don't. And there's charge protection. I think you need to turn it on by default, because what it does is that it limits the battery to not to be charged at 100%, because when it hits 100% the longevity of the battery actually reduces. So it's a good feature they added. You can control the brightness, screen timeout. I won't go in there. USC mode, you can change the language as well, factory reset, and version. So this is quite minimal menu, I would say. And I think it's better not to give the user an overhead experience. So there is that. Now let's talk about the three modes which it supports. And as you can see, I have also collected this meter specifically for this review, so I'll go into deep in that how it actually operates. So let's start with the phone. Okay, most of us will use in this feature. So when it is toggled, I think, is it clear? Yeah, so this is the phone switch, right? Phone switch. So when you turn it into phone switch, it will also connect to the PC, mobile phone, a laptop, whatever device you are using. So in the phone mode, what it actually does is that it doesn't consume any battery from your device. There is that. And if you turn this into the PC mode, then what it does is that it charges from your device. So that's the basic difference I found out between PC and the phone. And another thing is that when you are in like, let me zoom in. So when you are in the PC mode, so there is another button named D mode or desktop mode. So you can, by default, you can turn this button off. So when in PC mode, if you turn this button off, then it will be charging the device from the PC. In PC mode, if you turn the desktop mode on, which turns into red, it's a good touch, I would say, then this device won't charge from your PC. This will directly charge from another charging source. So let me just show you. For example, this device is now connected to the PC. Okay, now it says that charging is disabled. Now if you connect this is a power source. It currently has 5 volt. So if you connect, so now we can see that the power being consumed is almost 1.3 watt. So okay, so depending on the sound, it changes from 1.3 to somewhere between 1.5 watt. So there is that. So now it's running at its full potential. So actually, how does this mode compare and how much power output does it have? So basically what it does is that when you are switching from the phone to PC, there is no substantial difference in the power output, I would say. But when you are on a PC mode and you have just turned on the desktop mode and you have connected an external power source, then it actually changes into something else. It goes to a beast mode. It provides a lot of power, a lot of headroom. The basic difference I found out in between the Bluetooth mode, the PC mode and the phone mode is that in the Bluetooth mode there's little small headroom. Okay, you won't be small headroom. Small headroom means is that the instruments, if your music has a lot of instruments playing, then the instruments won't feel separated by good margin. They might feel a bit congested. So that means small headroom. But when you switch to phone mode and you have connected this device to your phone or laptop or any music source, then the headroom actually increases. There is good separation imaging. And when you connect it to a PC or let's say even a phone and turn on the desktop mode and connect an external power, then it actually turns into something else and it provides a lot more power and thrust to your devices. If you are using a power hungry device, then it is actually better. So I have taken some notes. I will share with you guys. So actually I was testing it yesterday for some power measurements. So the power measurements go something like this. So when it's in phone mode, it connects but it doesn't charge. It's actually consuming 0.4 watt from your phone, I think, which is very negligible and it won't damage your phone's battery. So when it's in PC mode, then actually it charges from your PC and it consumes around 1.6 watt from your PC or phone. So so let's say if your device is running low on battery, then you can connect it using the PC mode. And the best sound output or the most thrust is provided when you have an external power source connected to the device. Now let's talk about the sound characteristics. So it has, as we know, that it's packed with technology, I would say. There are 4 ESS chips and 6 op amps used in this device. So what it basically translates to, because specs isn't anything, it isn't everything. So this guy is a resolution based when it comes to extracting technicalities from the music. And the bass becomes more prominent. So if we another thing is that the vocals become a bit more thin, I would say, to my likings. I like lush and thick vocals. So in summary, this device provides a lot of technicalities, and in the tuning wise, this is an technical type of tuning which is a bit on the drier side, or neutral side, I would say. So what it does is that if you connect a audio gear like an IEM or headphone with this device, then it tries to show its true color, right, without any coloration adding to the device sound. For example, let's say this is my Sennheiser HD650. So this is a mellow sounding, it has a good bass, good amount of bass, it's warm sounding device, but it doesn't have the most technicalities on the market, but it's good technical. It can get technical depending on how you actually treat it. So if you connect it with the Fiio BTR17, what it does is that it provides the extra juice it needs, I mean the power, and also it, as it's a technical monster, so it provides the technicalities which it lacks. So that makes a good pairing between them. On the other hand, if your IEM is already a technical one, and if you connect it with the Fiio BTR17, what it does is that it becomes more technical, sometimes a bit harsh. Like my SIM-GOT EN1000 becomes a bit more harsh when I connect it with the Sennheiser HD650. So there is that. The pairing wise, I would say that this is neutral device. If you want to just take a test device, then this is the great device, because it will show the color of the device, true color of the device. But if you are, on the other hand, if you try to looking for musicality, then this might not be the product for you, because this isn't a musical tuning by any means. So there is that. And the power output wise, I would say that it can drive the Sennheiser HD650 quite effortlessly. So that's a very good compliment, I would say, because it is a really power hungry headphone. It requires an amp to run this headphone, whereas this is a little tiny device, portable device. You can carry around this device with you and easily listen to the headphones if you want to, and it can drive IEMs effortlessly. So let's come to the conclusion or the verdict. Who is this device for, who should buy it, and a lot of other questions. So if we compare it against the market competitions, then I would say that it's a very good offering, considering that it has its own battery. It can operate in Bluetooth mode as well, and it offers a lot more capability in Bluetooth mode. But currently I don't have any device which provides that much, like LDAC or top level Bluetooth decoding. So I couldn't test or experiment it to its full Bluetooth potential. And on the other hand, if you use it as like wired device, not a wireless device, then this is also a good option, because it has a really good sound quality, technicality, sound stage wise, and it has a versatility as well. It can drive your headphones as well. It provides a lot of headroom. So there is that. So I would highly recommend this device to anyone who is willing to have a versatility of going to wireless as well as the wired version. So yes, and kudos to Fiio for making such a remarkable device, because there are not a lot of device in the market which has a good form factor like this and the portability that Fiio offers. Not to mention, I forgot to mention one thing, is that this device doesn't require any kind of external driver, because I used a lot of device and those devices use an external driver to have a good connection. On the other hand, this device doesn't even need a driver. So there is that. It's a device agnostic, I would say. So there is that. Yes, this is my review. If you are in market for a $200 price bracket and you are looking for something neutral, less coloration, and good quality of bass, like this has a really tight bass, and so you can definitely go for Fiio BTR17. Okay, so this is one of the top picks of this year, I would say, if you are looking for something which sounds neutral in the market. So there is that. There's my review. Thank you everyone. Peace.